and I thought, let's just do an easy little flippity through, learn a little something about the arts, and just like, yeah, you know what I'm saying. So this is the brief history of album covers. I'll read the synopsis to you on the back. Artworks, cultural statements, or simple marketing tools. A brief history of album covers takes a reader from 1950s to present day, exploring an array of grungy, glamorous, exotic, funny, infamous, iconic images, featuring designs adorning albums from AC/DC to ZZ Top. I don't like that. They're just saying it because it's like alphabetical, but those bands are not that different. This remarkable collection will be a source of interest and fascination for every music man. So let's see when this was published. It was published in 2008, so it's not that old. Let's see what if it's alphabetical. Wait, chronological order. Let's see what the very last record is. Ew. It's an Oasis record. I even knew Oasis had a record. This record, Oasis Stop the Clocks 2016. I'm not even gonna read about this. You know, no, I don't mind Oasis. My brother fucking loves Oasis because he's an ancient human being. But when this Oasis stuff came out recently, where they're like doing a reunion tour, I guess I broke. I'm really into Liam Gallagher as a human person on this earth, but like their songs are not good. I went back and listened to Definitely Maybe, and I also listened to What's the Story, Morning Glory, and there's like 2 good songs on both those records. Like those are not good records. Those are just boring records. They're not good. Okay. Oh my god, we're really like in a nightmare here. I'm trying to see. The Gorillaz, one of my best friends, like for my whole life, he loves the fucking Gorillaz. But you know, I don't know. I saw a video of Blur, and the guy from the Gorillaz is also the guy from Blur. They were bullying Nardwar. And as a Canadian, that is an actual fucking offense, so I'm not into it. Can we just find, oh, here we go. Y'all are gonna fucking disagree with me on this one. That's a banger-hanger. That's a fucking banger-hang. Dixie Chicks, Home 2002. That's the one was fucking Wide Open Spaces. One of them bitches died. Not the singer, but one of the tall skinnies died. Oh, Stevie Nicks wrote on this record, actually. That's very interesting. A secondary songwriter. I wonder who Terry Hendricks is. Let me know if you know who Terry Hendricks is. I should be reading it like this so you can see my fucking face. What up, people? Yeah, Stevie Nicks wrote on this record. What a bit. Oh no, this is after that. It doesn't have a track listing. This is probably the one where they got their asses just destroyed by the racist American government for being against Iraq. It's like, no, you know what, I am not talking about politics today. I'm Strings Attached by NSYNC. Can I get a hell yeah? My mom fucking loves Bye Bye Bye. She fucking loves that shit. Bye bye. She says I like the bye 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 part. That's what she says. I like the bye 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 part. Alright, girl. Go off. Be you and do you. Oh shit, corn. My husband fucking loves corn. People love corn. I never liked corn, really. I think I'm understanding it more now than Dave Matthews Band. That's another band. People love Dave Matthews Band. Why? No, that's not for me. Pearl Jam. No. Beck Odelay, yes. There's nothing here that I've seen that I actually give a shit about like that much. Another fucking Oasis records, like, it's enough already. Green Day, Dookie, I had that on cassette. Anybody familiar? Green Day, I saw Green Day when I was in 9th grade. I don't even know what record they were touring, to be honest with you. Here we go. I'm going to read the synopsis of Dookie, because I actually do believe that Dookie is like a very good record and an important one in the history of rock and roll. Though Nirvana kicked the door, did kick down. Wow, if we could read, I would read. Okay. Though Nirvana kicked down the door, Green Day are largely responsible for 90s punk revival. Punk pop. Who has ever called it punk pop? It's pop punk. Revival. And I would say this record's actually more of a skate punk record, actually, but who am I? Actually, I don't care that much to read about this. Okay, you know what? Björk. I love Björk. I saw Björk recently. Snoop Dogg, you fucking asshole. I saw Björk recently do an interview where she said, oh, that Cash record, ODB. Shit, this Johnny Cash records are American recordings. It was really good. And so is this Oh Dirty Bastard record. Yes. Shimmy, shimmy, y'all, shimmy, shimmy, y'all. Give me the mic so I can take it away. Listen. ODB. This is a good one. I'm gonna fucking read this one. I love ODB. ODB, Old Dirty Bastard, or Russell Tyrone Jones, was always a wild card in the Wu-Tang Clan pack, a multi-project hip-hop collective that in conception at least Ray hip-hop's P-Funk for the mid-90s. ODB's continued legal troubles marked him out as the member with the most media attention, thanks to a string of jail sentences, assaults, and drink and drug-related mishaps. In 1995, he was the second Wu-Tang member to release a solo album, a record which, though raw in sound, is wholly based around ODB's unpredictable stream of consciousness style rapping and oddball humor. Let me move this so you can hear me better. The album was recorded while Jones was still collecting welfare allowance in America, and the sleeve features his actual welfare card at the time, proving that ODB didn't give a hoot. This is a book, bitch. You can say fuck. Didn't give a hoot. Who the fuck wrote this shit? Who wrote this shit? An elderly gentleman didn't give a hoot. No, that's against the law. That is against the law. His erratic behavior led him in 1997 to collect his 36 chambers, was still in the top 10 in the American charts, and Dirty took 2 of his 13 children to the office in a limousine while collecting one check. Captured by MTV's cameras, the whole thing broadcast nationwide. I like ODB. I do. Okay, what Björk. Yo, gotta fucking catch some Björk shit. I saw, see. I am not diagnosed with ADHD, but it's possible. It is possible. Björk. I saw a video of her doing an interview with that fucking bald guy Zayn from Apple Music. Like, why does he get all these good interviews? Who is this guy? Where did he come from? He's just like suddenly doing interviews, and all the raddest people want to talk to him. Like, why? Björk. You can't get Björk out of Reykjavik. Like, that's the biggest city she's ever wanted to be in. I don't understand. I fucking love Björk. Anyway, she was like, the older that I get, the more that I realize that this is my Icelandic accent. It's not good. That we need to stand up for our right to dance. I am going to be techno raving until I am 95 years old. I thought, Björk, you're for me. You are for me, bitch. You are for me. Björk, I'm not gonna read this. It's really good. You should listen to Björk. She makes. It's like, if you don't like Björk, if you don't know Björk, it is like somewhat experimental, somewhat noise, somewhat dance music, and somewhat just like she's just like kind of she's radical, that's for sure. She's like the only mainstream experimental artist there's ever been. You know, Aurora, she's famous right now. I don't know if she is, actually. I really like those two. She just did 2-part records, like fuck, I can't remember what they're called, but she did a song called Running with the Wolves, which I feel like is the one that everybody knows. Anyway, they are similar vibes, but so there's that. But Björk is like louder and more unpredictable. That's a good way to explain it. Nirvana's Nevermind. I won't be showing that. Okay, let's go to the way back. Playback. Let's go look at, Miles Davis, but that's not my favorite male. Oh, The Smiths, Meat is Murder. No. This means Cyndi Lauper. You know what? She's unusual. Like, everybody knows songs off that record. Like, specifically, people know. Well, obviously, Girls Just Want to Have Fun is like the banger. That's one everybody knows. But people also know Time After Time. And then some people know She Bop. She Bop. She Bop. But actually, the side B of this record is so fucking good. My husband and I are obsessed with it, or like, we had a time when we were obsessed with it, but I still hold very strong loving feelings for it. It's like very punk and kind of new wave, but like also just mostly punk. It's really good. 80s punk. See, this guy hasn't even listened to this fucking record, because this is what he says. What Lauper lacked in true musical edge, which is not true, because the second half of the record is like politics. It's all I want to do, though. All I want to do. Fresh fruit for rotting vegetables. The dead Kennedys, the dead Kennedys, the dead Kennedys, the dead Kennedys. That's what all you fucking people should be rocking right now. Joe Biafra's very smart. He's very smart. Smarter than me, that's for fucking sure. Smarter than me. Let's read this one. Dead Kennedys, fresh fruit for rotting vegetables. Dead Kennedys were one of the earliest and still most revered American hardcore punk bands. They're not hardcore, sounding something like a rockabilly. Ramones also disagree with that. Only 100 times faster, and helping to point the way toward psychobilly. I don't agree with any of this shit this fucking idiot's saying. The sleeve for fresh fruit for rotting vegetables mirrors the raise and burn sound of the music, using a striking politically charged image, which no doubt later inspired Rage Against the Machine's debut album Sleeve, introducing their similarly unapologetic left-wing politics. The Kennedys choose a black and white photo of police cars set on fire during the White Night riots in the 21st May of 79. The riots began as a peaceful demonstration from San Francisco's gay community as they protested against lenient sentences given to San Francisco City Supervisor Dan White, who had murdered Mayor George Moscone and his homosexual supervisors Harvey Milk. Not Harvey Milk. In fact, the rear sleeve, featuring a doctored image of the Sound of Sunshine and Old Lounge Act, caused more controversy. The Kennedys pasted their logos over the band's equipment, but the vocalist Warner Wilder threatened to sue the vocalist of Sounds of Sunshine. I was like, that ain't his name. The band proposed a compromise by removing the Sound of Sunshine's band member's head in the image, but eventually had to settle for a photo of 4 old ladies sitting in a front room. Principal songwriter Jello Biafra, the man, the myth, the legend. I don't actually know what that means. Am I just gonna show like punk and punk affiliated records now? No, I'm not gonna show that one. It is Madness One Step Beyond, which is like one of my favorite records when I was a teenager. Candy O by the Cars, but actually I like their first record better, so I'm not gonna talk about that. Blondie, Parallel Lines. Yeah, see, all I'm gonna talk about is punk bands now. Am I annoying? Is that annoying? I don't care. Parallel Lines. Hanging on the Telephone. This isn't my top 5 favorite records of all time. It's not really a punk band, but in sound it's not really a punk band, but they came up in CBGBs at the same time as the Ramones, and they were part of the punk scene, and they played all the shows with them. As far as sound is concerned, no, I wouldn't really say that Blondie is a punk band in that way, but they are like more like an alternative band or something. But yeah, because they were part of that scene and homeboys with all of them, like they're considered punk, and I'm cool with that. Debbie Harry's definitely fucking punk. Yes, Parallel Lines. Am I gonna read this? No, I'm not going to read this, but it's really good. You should listen to it. I want to read something that's like more interesting. Like, I just saw David Bowie. I just saw Iggy Pop. I just said Iggy Pop. Who's that? Who the fuck's that? Iggy Pop. I can't believe this is 20 minutes long. The Ramones. I already read that. Patti Smith. You should get into it. I need to go, like, this was supposed to start in the 50s, and I'm only in this. Okay, wait. King Crimson. No. Abbey Road. No. Isaac Hayes. Okay. Fuck, man. I'm not talking about the goddamn Beatles, and I'm not talking about the Velvet Underground, and I'm not talking about, like, is there anything that's actually cool in this book right now? I just saw Thelonious Monk. I don't actually know this record. Mulligan Meets Monk. Jerry Mulligan and Thelonious Monk. I don't know Jerry Mulligan. In jazz, unless you were Charlie Parker, Dizzy Gillespie, or Miles Davis, chances are you were not to instantly recognizable in the streets in the late 50s. Nevertheless, once you saw him, the Loneliest Monk wasn't easily forgotten, being renowned for wearing outlandish hats. On this sleeve, however, he is rather sedately dressed in a flat cap. He looks like a 90s hip-hop dude. Thelonious. I love Thelonious Monk. However, unlike Ella Fitzgerald and Louis Armstrong, who by the 50s had been household names and faces for decades, Mulligan and Monk were probably more recognizable for their names. Thelonious Monk, certainly the image is a concession here to big, simple text. Trumpeting Mulligan means monk. The alliteration makes it easy to scan the white jazz fan. What? I don't like this because I don't understand. What the fuck did I just read? The white jazz fan would know. Oh, I see. White people know Jerry Mulligan's name right away as one of the most famous white jazz players at the time. I don't fucking know who the hell he is. That he was meeting the enigmatic monk character would be enticing, while the green, gray, and red colored scheme of the text gives the record almost a European feel, perhaps adding the promise of sophisticated meeting of talents pitched somewhere between Ella and Louis and Phil Woods and Donald Byrd. Relying on the power of name, Mulligan actually largely falls in on Monk's repertoire on the disc as opposed to leading the session himself. That makes sense. Alright, let's do one more, and then I'm not doing this anymore. Quincy Jones, I saw the man. Okay, I'm annoyed by this because actually I feel like it starts in 56, and I feel like that's not great. Ellen Louis, this is one of my favorite records of all time. You can't take that away from me. No, you can't take that away from me. The way you wear your hat. I'm feeling like actually the 50s aspect of this record, of this book, is kind of shit. I'm not gonna lie. And the 60s is also kind of shit, to be honest. But there is some interesting stuff in here, and I'm happy they include punk and hip-hop, but it doesn't seem like there's much funk in here. I don't see any girl groups in the 60s at all. Nothing, no black music in the 60s section in this at all. Like literally. Oh, I lied. Bitches Brew by Miles Davis, which is oh, that's 70s. Sorry, my bad. So no, I'm not seeing any. This is all fucking white men. So that's kind of lame. Yeah. Book is like a fucking 4.5. You know, so I wish I wrote this book, and then it would have been better, actually. It would have been a better book if I wrote it myself, because it's missing all of Motown in the 60s section, which is fucking stupid as fuck. It has every Beatles record ever fucking released, but nothing about any Motown. No soul music from the 60s at all. No black music from the 60s at all. It's like, guess what? Guess what the Beatles were listening to when they wrote their fucking music, their original music, their first few records? They were listening to all that original shit, dude. They do a cover of Please Mr. Postman, case in point. Long Tall Sally, they do a cover of all that shit. So the fact that like the original Roots rock and roll records are not included in this is stupid. And I hate it. 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 Although I don't actually know about music publishing too much in the 60s, and all my girl groups records and stuff I realize are reissues, so maybe there weren't full records with covers and shit in the 60s. Anyways, this was a very long video, so if anyone's still here with me, kudos to you. It's probably like 6 of you. I'm being nice. It's definitely less than 6, so thank you